Dating a narcissist changes you, not just how you see relationships, but how you see yourself. Today, I want to share the 8 biggest things that I learned from dating a narcissist. And I want to share it with you the truth that hurt, but eventually made me grow. Some of those I wish I knew before. But the last one, number 8, that one really changed how I show up in relationships and love. So stick around. Let's get to it. Number 1, they show you early on who they are. They don't hide it, you just explain it away. Those small comments, they make you feel something deep inside, but it's not a good feeling. It's kind of like a gut twist, a little bit more like anxiety, but it's actually intuition. I remember hearing things like, I'm not safe, or I hurt the people who love me and care about me. I thought it was vulnerability. It wasn't. It was a confession. And I didn't listen, and I ended up to be the example. Number 2, intensity isn't intimacy. That spark, that feeling when you talk every day and you talk about everything all the time, and the intense connection right from the start. These were highs that actually were just like a roller coaster, but not in a good way. A real connection, real love should be calm and feel safe and be gradual. And it grows through consistency, not chaos. Number 3, when words don't match the action, believe the action. They would say all the right things like, oh, we should do that, or we should try and do this together, or we should go there, let's try this restaurant, or let's go there, whatever. But eventually, they didn't show up. They didn't follow through with their words. No actions, just words. So the truth was the distance between the words and the actual action. Number 4, freedom is usually code word for emotional avoidance. They would say, I need space, I'm not ready to be tied down, or I'm not ready for a connection. At first I thought, okay, he's very self-aware, but it actually wasn't self-awareness, it was self-protection. They romanticize freedom, but they're just afraid of connection. And it's not really freedom they want, it's just being away from accountability. Real freedom exists within a connection, not away from it. Number 5, you cannot heal someone by loving them harder. I used to think that if I show up more, if I get in touch more, if I show them more appreciation and love, then they would give it back. It was basically pouring empathy into an empty cup. They didn't show up for themselves, so I am not the one to fix it. Number 6, your availability is not the problem, it's their capacity. Now, don't get me wrong, I do think that you should be available, but for the right person who is actually having the capacity to have you there. But yes, you should, first of all, take care of yourself, do your own thing, and keep yourself in the center of the priorities, right? And then you can make time for someone else to bring something extra, something valuable in addition to your life. So before I was thinking, oh, I need to be there all the time and be available and keep saying yes, 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 but it was not met because it was just the wrong person. They didn't have the openness to meet me there. Number 7, silence is self-respect. Walking away from a situation like this might feel like the hardest thing to do, with no closure, with no explanation. But sometimes silence is closure. You don't have to explain your self-worth to someone who just cannot see it. Choose peace instead of confusion. And last one, number 8, healing is remembering who you were before this chaos. And this is really something that I wish I could know before. Healing is not about revenge. I walked out of this situationship, I guess, as you can see, with a lot of learnings. And now I know to treat myself better, to prioritize my peace, and to remember who I am and what's my worth. You can still be kind and be soft. That's a great power. But just remember who you are before any manipulation happened. Because the most powerful revenge is peace. So if this resonated with you, you're not alone. And if you find this helpful, please hit like so it can reach other people who might find value in this. And subscribe if you feel like this content is interesting to you. I am doing more self growth and personal growth and self love content. Thanks for watching. See you next time.